It inspired greatness, that is, until it was no longer ours. Then it became something else. A symbol of what has been lost, of all that wizard kind has taken from us. Reclaiming it would mean a great deal to goblin kind, and to Ranrock. He would be grateful to me should I return it.
It seems Ranrock and Rookwood are conspiring. Why would that be?
I had heard this. When the dark-hearted conspire, they seldom make their full intentions clear to one another. I can only speculate, but I imagine their alliance is uneasy and quite fragile. Let us hope that ours is less so.
Don't suppose you have any idea what could be waiting for me inside the tomb?
Considering a Dark Witch was involved, I suppose there's a chance you may encounter the Dark Protectors, known as Inferi. The foul creatures thrive on darkness and the cold. Vanquish them with light, force, and most effectively fire.
It all seems clear to me now that we're here.
I do hope our alliance proves fruitful. Again, I wish you luck. I will remain here, eagerly awaiting your return. Please, be careful.
Yeah, stay safe out here. I would hate for you to get, like, kidnapped or something.
Revelio.
How much equipment space do I have? Ah, 28. Not bad. Hopefully I can find some more wands. Excuse you?
It's sealed. Moths. Curious. Lumos.
Everything's perfect.
Revelio. Merlin's beard.
Merlin's not even here. Or his beard. Or is it? That looks like a spike trap of some sorts, right? I gotta find more moth light thingies.
Revelio.
Maybe?
Revelio.
It's not a door.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demiguy's statues, and the moons contained therein, were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. This can't be the witch's tomb. Likely I need to go further. Revelio.
Yes, just give me gold. Also, now we know
Lumos.
he's been messing with Mr. Moon. I'm missing one each fly.
Cabalso. Revelio. Lumos.
Lace wing flies.
Revelio.
Make sure I didn't miss anything.
I have a feeling I'm not alone here. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Gah! These Inferi are horrible. Window. Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
When you have 2 fire spells, everything's easier.
Revelio.
And why is my guy crying like a little... He's being a little bitch. Let's just put it bluntly. I was like, what?
Revelio.
That was like stepping on a trap. I'm surprised there's not any traps. Can't get up there. And all clear. Okay. Let's get this one first.
Levioso. Revelio. Lumos. Compulso. If I could power it somehow, it looks like it could be rotated. Lumos. Depulso. Revelio. Lumos.
Why couldn't I just take this? Wasn't there 2?
Revelio.
Anyways. A lot of things this way. Lace swing. I'm gonna stop saying that because I've been saying that a lot.
Accio. Wingardium. Need to get that platform closer. But how? Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Is there any more? Rapscallion garb. I'm such a rapscallion. Is there nothing else in here? That was it. Okay. I made a bone path. For Rapscallion garb. Makes sense.
Revelio. What's that hanging there? Looks precarious. Down I go. No other way. It's sealed shut from the other side. Revelio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I mean, that works. On its side, but works.
Revelio.
There's things behind here.
Confringo. Accio. Revelio.
But that will probably open it so we can get out after we go through.
Whoa. Whoa.
Jump in.
Oh!
That is the way. But what is this way?
Revelio. Accio.
Da 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 da. I'm so smart. Smart, smart, smart.
Revelio.
Yes, I cannot carry any more Wicked Will potions. Thank you. Alright. This looks like a... We about to fight, bro?
Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Protego.
Just gather around, guys.
Accio. Incendio. Defendo. Confringo. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Protego. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio.
Are you just gonna keep spawning?
Accio. Incendio. Confringo.
Nope, I guess not. Not too bad.
Revelio.
There's a potion now. There's more over there. Can I not jump up there? Oh, I gotta do the thing again. The thing. The thing with the
Lumos.
thing.
Depulso.
I can't jump that way. What?
This looks even more complex.
Wow. So I have to get up here.
Depulso.
That's stupid. I can't just jump. And climb.
Revelio.
More useless treasures.
Depulso. Lumos. Depulso. Revelio. Lumos.
Maybe.
Depulso. Lumos.
Nice. Not too shabby.
Revelio. The witch's final resting place. Lodgok said the helmet was in her sarcophagus.
I have a feeling I'm about to have to fight a witch.
A dead Ashwinder. Your compatriots must have made off with the helmet. Lodgok won't like this. Better show this to Lodgok. Revelio.
Nothing's ever perfect.
I know there's a mechanism to open this door.
Wow. Got screwed. Hey, yeah, buddy. Yeah, I didn't get your stuff, but I got some stuff. You want some, I don't know, some nice new robes? Perhaps some glasses? No?
Lodgok, the sarcophagus had been raided. I found no helmet, only a dead Ashwinder.
Damn, they got here first. We need to get it before Rookwood uses it to further ingratiate himself to Ranrock. I saw one of their campsites not far from here, but I fear you must go in alone. My fighting days are behind me.
I'll head there now.
Good. There's no time to lose. Get to that helmet before Rookwood does, or we will lose our chance at any leverage, no matter how small, with Ranrock. To think those wretched thieves have their hands on such a relic.
Revelio.
Here we go to get our asses kicked. Oh yeah, let's this note. This guy. Didn't pop me a new quest for the Man of the Moons. Oh, I gotta talk to Piers. Okay.
Revelio. There they are. The Ashwinders.
And a troll.
You will not survive this fight!
Accio!
Expulso!
Confringo! Defendo!
Protego! Incendio! Expulso!
Confringo! Incendio! Defendo!
Now to finish.
Protego!
Never. Slippery little.
Death
Confringo!
from above.
Defendo!
Expulso!
Revelio!
More courage in a Porlock. Expulso! Stop that.
Confringo!
Expulso!
Incendio!
Expulso!
Protego! Confringo! No one to share in my victory.
I'm a one-man wrecking ball. Bum, bum, bum.
Revelio!
Isn't there some troll stuff around here somewhere? Troll boogies 5. Very well. Herbology 3?
Revelio! That's it.
Who goes there?
This is for Rookwood!
No more happy days for you.
Fight for me! I'm embarrassed for you! You're putting me to sleep!
Accio! Incendio! Defendo! Confringo!
It's stupid!
I should warn you, I won't make the same mistakes my colleagues have made. You're going to regret that.
You'll regret that. I won't go. Potato! Pathetic! Reducto! Oh. You think
Confringo.
you're set? Time for... You disappoint me!
Accio! Incendio! Confringo! Defendo! I did it! And an Ashwinder, no less. Revelio!
Can I get these fish, yo? Hey, fish. Fish.
Accio!
I can't get the
Revelio!
Alright. I mean, I could have not fought him and just flown away, right? That's not very sportsmanlike of me, though. It's not the point of the game. I mean, the point of the game is just to beat the game, I guess, but...
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile. Remarkable.
Wait, he said this is sure to impress Ranrock. Like he's going to give it to Ranrock? Can I not trust anybody? It looks like a helmet.
It looks stunning, Lodgok. I see why you wanted it back.
You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
Sir. Sir! Let's go talk to this stupid man. About the moon.
Does it get any more cozy?
My sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
Hello, friend. I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with something.
Anybody else? I'm guessing I just got a bunch of side quests. Knapsack. Ooh. Okay. I'll do this in Serona. How much gear do I have? Not much. Of course, I got nothing that's better, so it doesn't even matter. Because I'm wearing gold. Oh, the gold. Alright. Yeah, let's go talk to this feller over here.
I'm just trying to pay for this. Those statues took time and effort.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're causing Mr. Moon terrible distress.
Ha! Good. That was the idea.
So you did create them?
Yes, I did. It was a ploy to give that pathetic oaf Moon a taste of the grief he caused me years ago. You are the one who's been pilfering them.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah, well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Huh, hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much. Even if I do take satisfaction in that his life's destiny was to be a lowly caretaker.
His voice doesn't fit his person.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. You should have seen his face when that boggart appeared. Oh, priceless. That's when I knew what I needed to do. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. So, I shrewdly put a boggart in his path to learn his greatest fear. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place, so to speak. The moons were an inspired play on his name. It worked brilliantly, until you started clearing them out.
The statues are a form of bullying. You're no better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
That school would be better run by a miracle than the likes of...
Alright, on to talk to Serona. That's the one. Serona. Alright. I have 3 talent points. Huh. I don't know what to put talent points in now. That could be good. Also could be good. Confringo. No, I use it a lot. I need Barbarda. I use Defendo too. No dark guards here. Wait. Oh, Inferni. Are these considered the dueling feats? Like, so after, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, or so 14, what? I don't know. What? I got the like hit of like something seeing me. That was weird.
Glad you came.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
Serona.
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favor for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Maybe I shouldn't pry, but I'll...
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
This should be a quick jaunt. So fast. Quick travel, A+. Any game.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Probably.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little place like this.
Revelio.
What is this?
What are you up to now?
Dug bug warning.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect Horklumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some Horklumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting Horklumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather Horklumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those Horklumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
I literally have the Horklumps on. Okay.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Accio. Incendio.
But we could get him out.
Confringo.
Afraid to take a hit? Avoiding our problems, are we?
Revelio.
Dropped all the way down there. Horklump Hollow. Fine name, I
Mrs.
should say.
Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Better have a look around. See about the Horklumps and the box of letters.
Confringo.
That's all the Horklumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Protego. Confring. Lumos.
Meet again. Stuff is so deadly. Why is there anything there?
Revelio.
It's a hole in the ground. Go up or down.
Revelio.
Down it is.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Incendio. Confringo. Defendo. Protego. Defendo. Protego. Stupid one. Confringo.
What?
Defendo. Confringo. Protego.
How is that?
Confringo. Defendo. Incendio. Protego. Stupid one.
I didn't
One less foul hulking brute.
Like I was doing the super dodge, and he would just track me into it. I don't.
Revelio.
Didn't he? Oh, hello.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Incendio. Confringo. Revelio.
This room, when I arrived here, I had trouble since that out. In many ways, I wasn't like the first years. I confess I worried that Hogwarts might not have been the proper place for me and pondered sending an owl to my parents, asking them to fetch me almost before the first week of classes had ended. How did you know? I presume you're not secretly a Legilimens? But I wonder that you seem to know my thoughts better than I did myself. That day in the Three Broomsticks, when you spotted me huddled in a corner, staring blankly at an untouched butterbeer and an empty bit of parchment, my quill dripped ink woefully onto the floor, and you came to sit with me. Well, I shall never forget it. I recall a sudden sense of relief, as if someone had cast a levitation charm on me, when you told me about how nervous you'd been to come to Hogwarts. I looked at you and seemed beyond my imaginations to think of you as anything but the confident, contented witch sitting before me. In the days that followed, I marveled at how you charmed, in the non-magical sense, I mean everyone around you without apology. Embracing who you were and who they were, it was as though a candle had flickered on for me. I realized that I could choose that path as well. Now that my school years are ending, the frightened first year witch I had been seems worlds away. And I know it's because you saw yourself in that despairing creature in the corner of a pub, and so generously extended yourself to her. Yours sincerely, Mirabelle. P.S. Please tell Mrs. Sprottle that I still plan on visiting her and Mr. Sprottle whenever I can for their delightful conversation, and I am unashamed to admit her incomparable cauldron cakes. Dear Sirona, I conjured this wee gift for you as a token of my gratitude. If you hadn't stood your ground on my behalf during Quidditch practice last week, I might have left the team altogether, and now we've won the Quidditch Cup. Ravenclaw House would not be the same without you. Yours sincerely, Sean. Ravenclaw. My dear Sirona, I've sent a note separately to dear Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle for the hospitality, but felt the need to put quill to parchment with my thanks to you as well. With every respect from the castle, I won't soon forget how we giggled about that ridiculous gnome. Did he truly believe that he was singing? And Mrs. Sprottle's steak and kidney pie was simply glorious. I shall be dreaming of it for days. I so appreciate you including me. I fear I must warn you, however, that this does not mean I will go easy on you next week's match. You know that Ravenclaw is no match at all for the Slytherin this year. Most gracefully yours, Philomena.
This must be Sirona's box of letters.
Dear Sirona, happy birthday, my darling friend. I sneaked into the kitchens and asked Finkley to make your favorite cream crowdy. She was delighted to oblige. Not sure where she got raspberries at the time of the year. Genius, that Finkley. Bess.
I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Dear Mrs. Sprottle, Mother and Father were delighted to hear that you and I spent the afternoon at Glad Rags last Saturday. Truth be told, I think my mother was ever so slightly envious. I shan't soon forget how heartily we laughed at my efforts to lace the bodice of my new dress, a challenge indeed, as is the rather delicate practice of properly situating a hat pin without wounding either my hat or my head. But I adore everything that we selected, and I have you to thank for now feeling like a marvelously fashionable witch. It was also a treat to dine at the Three Broomsticks without having to clear the tables. I shall own a place like that one day, mark my words. I consider myself more than lucky that you and Mr. Sprottle agreed to let me stay. I know that my parents feel precisely the same way. Yours gracefully, Sirona.
I think that's everything.
It's not everything.
Sirona will be glad to have this back.
It's not everything. I must go deeper.
Revelio.
There's literally so much down here. That's something? No. I thought I saw a dart. A dot, not a dart.
Accio. Revelio.
I believe that's everything now.
Accio.
I pick you up and I put you back down. I was trying to put him outside of the water, but you know, it wouldn't let me. That led all the way to the Forbidden Forest. Oh my god. As long as I don't end up near.
Revelio.
Where did I set my...
It's probably like, you can't go this way. Yes, I can. I probably could have teleported. But... What? Can't enter while mounted? Bah.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Lacewing flies. This is set in like the 1800s. I wonder if like one of the Dumbledores would be here. This one's just locked.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
What?
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes, and no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
I'm not sure this is something a student should be doing on your behalf.
Oh, it's nothing. And he deserves it. Trust me. You'll be in and out of there in no time.
Very well. I'll see what I can do.
Excellent. I shall be right here. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Wait, what?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone.
Did I already steal it
We'll
before?
see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
500 galleons? Wow. Really gave me a lot, didn't he?
Taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made no...
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw. We could have cheered them on together.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it